Game of the year here at the Mine. Warwick Wildcats playing host to the Newburgh Free Academy Goldbacks in what many are slating as an all-time classic. I'm Theodore Fernandez on the call, joined as always by Drew Mourner. Drew, man, how do you even describe this game?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be an electric game here at in Wildcat country. You know, really excited to be here. Looking forward to what the Cats can do tonight.
Warwick is 11-0 on the season. Best start in over 100 years of playing basketball here in the Valley. But this is going to be the biggest test they've faced yet by a long shot. Drew, what does Warwick possibly need to do if they're going to come out on top here?
First thing, they got to keep senior DeAndre Johnson off the board on the offensive rebounds, and then out of transition. You know, 6'8", he's a mismatch on the court against anyone. You know, he's dangerous in transition on the rebounding side, and they just got to, you know, limit him in this game. Secondly, they got to keep Newburgh under 50 points. You know, Warwick has been averaging, you know, they're keeping teams to 42 points a game. You know, if they can keep Newburgh under 50 points, they got a really good shot at this game. And lastly, they just got to embrace the challenge and just focus on what they're doing. They started 11-0. You know, they're on a hot streak right now. It started well. They got all the momentum, all the confidence in the world. Just got to keep this going tonight against Newburgh.
DeAndre Johnson, 6'8", committed to play football at Rutgers next year. He loves the sport of basketball, and he is ready to give it his all tonight to try and bring down the Cats. Drew, if Warwick's going to come out on top, who needs to step up for Warwick?
It's going to be senior guard Skylar Rodriguez. You know, Skylar had a big game against Kingston last week. You know, he's dominant on the defensive side of the ball, and he's really got to step up for the Cats tonight, offensively and especially defensively, which is what he's known best for.
This is a team that is firing on all cylinders right now, but this is a whole other animal in Newburgh. We will be here momentarily bringing coverage of this one. Do not go away. You will not want to miss this game.
Finding people who are willing to take abandoned animals into their homes is a difficult task. 3.2 million cats are placed in American animal shelters every year. $3.1 million are placed in American shelters every year. The Warwick Valley Humane Society needs your help. Get involved, bring out kindness, and take care of an animal today. Make a change, bring animal happiness, contact the Warwick Valley Humane Society.
Here we go. First quarter gonna tip off in a matter of seconds. You see Newburgh huddled up there. Their starters were just announced. We're gonna go to Warwick's in a minute. But first, let's just talk a little more about this game, Drew. We talked about the three keys. What else would you like to see from the Cats tonight?
They really just have to start off, you know, really fast, you know, physical. You know, Newburgh's gonna be physical. They always are, but they really just they have to be the first ones to score just to set the tone in this game. Really, the first bucket's really gonna impact this game tremendously, and just, you know, get in a rhythm. If, you know, miss a couple shots, they can't get mad at themselves, and they can't get mad at each other. You know, just they gotta play together as a team if they want to win this game, because it's gonna be a really tough matchup for them.
We saw the Cats get off to a 7-0 start against Kingston. You know, they scored, they had steals, they had 3 buckets within a minute. Obviously, a start like that would be ideal. You know, even if they can't, I'd say it's about just hanging around, right? Like,
definitely. I mean, they got to have another Kingston kind of start, 7-0. You know, maybe Newburgh's definitely going to score a couple points, but they have to get to a good start off this game. That's really going to be key for them to start off this game.
You know, you see the Cats huddled around here. This group has played together so much. You know, we've had these players here. Let's take a look who's out there. Senior guard Jacob Gonzalez leading the team in assists. He's a playmaker. Skylar Rodriguez, number 2. He's the guy we highlighted earlier, star defender. Shane McAuliffe, number 3, another senior. This is all seniors in the starting lineup. McAuliffe was our key player last time, hit a game winner. Johnny Lepkovich, number 22. He left to guard Dre, and Harrison Neal leading in scoring and rebounding. Number 24, another senior. This team looks ready to go. Jump ball. Here we go, Dre taking it against Harrison Neal. Harrison can win this. I think we'll have our first real shocker of the game.
I'd be a shock if Harrison could win this jump ball.
Hey, you never know. Ref
maybe
pointing.
Maybe the ref tips it the other way. You never know.
Ready. They're set. Well, Harrison Neal did not even waste any energy jumping. Can't blame him for that. Game is underway. Here come the Goldbacks. Aiden Brown with the ball, number 3. Gonna pass. Now Nathan Johnson. They're moving. Drive and kick. Warwick defense already causing some havoc. And that layup is going to be drained by Nathan Johnson.
Yeah, quick screen and a roll by Newburgh here, early points. And you can tell this game's going to be a good one.
Jacob Gonzalez blocked at the paint by DeAndre Johnson, and here come the Goldbacks the other way. Jumper up, no good, and Warwick can't even secure the rebound. Second chance effort up, Jaden Lorenzo on the score.
Yeah, a little sloppy there in the rebound game. Harrison should have had that one. Shane was right there to grab it, didn't grab it, but got to get right back in it.
Skylar Rodriguez whips it inside. Shane McAuliffe, open three. He pops it. He has the confidence. Can't get it to fall, but the Cats secure the rebound. Now Johnny Lefkowitz couldn't get the shot up over Dragon to pass it out. Harrison Neal now has the ball. McAuliffe going to reset the offense. They have time. Here is McAuliffe, corner three, pops. In and out. Rebound, though. Jacob Gonzalez was hit on the shot, no foul. And Newburgh, DeAndre Johnson running it the other way.
Good.
Not much you can do there. DeAndre Johnson, easy layup in transition. 6-0, a minute and a half in.
Yeah, quick transition. I mean, you could tell this game. The Newburgh coach to the right of us, he's in it. His players are in it. It's going to be, good start so far.
Skylar Rodriguez, he tries a three now, no good. And another rebound for the Cats. Can they get this second chance? Boy, Jacob Gonzalez drives in. And there's Warwick's first bucket of the night.
Good job by Jacob there, going up strong. Probably should have got the foul there, no foul called, but got to keep going, can't worry about that.
How about the job on the boards? They have 3 offensive rebounds in the first 2 minutes of this one. Pull-up jumper on Nathan Johnson, can't get it. Neal the rebound. And the Cats looking to settle into a rhythm here. 3-pointer, McAuliffe. Pump fakes, decides to pass it up. Skylar Rodriguez had it knocked away, and then it'll stay on this end.
Yeah, unlucky by Skylar there. Just trying to do a little too much. Drive in, get an open shot, but just didn't work out for him.
We saw Ryan McLaughlin, one of the football stars of this team, hand the ball to the ref there. Newburgh destroyed Warwick on the gridiron, but looking for a different result on the court here. Harrison Neal, corner three, that one rolls in. And it's 5-6 here. Warwick's cut it to 1.
Big shot by Harrison Neal there. Good job from him. Get an early 3-pointer for him, build up his confidence. Not shooting well this year, but hopefully tonight can turn that around for him.
Here's Johnson, Nathan Johnson, that is. Gonna kick it out. They're moving it around. Here's Jaden Lorenzo. Beautiful roll in, and it's 5-8 now. 3-point game. Newburgh leading at 5-8. Yeah.
It's a great floater by Lorenzo there. You can tell Newburgh here on the press. Good shot by Johnny there.
Yeah, pull-up jumper couldn't fall.
Newburgh's pressing them out of the gym right now. They're getting, Warwick's definitely beating them right now in transition, but this press is just something they haven't seen so far this season.
There's the drive. Another floater's gonna take a Goldback roll. Aiden Brown gets that one to go. Senior standing 6'2", and now NFA gonna press yet again. We're trying to beat it, and Johnny Lefkowitz dime to Neal, who was blocked by Johnson. It doesn't matter. Lefkowitz cleans up the mess. DeAndre Johnson holding his arm.
I don't know if it's his shoulder or his arm, but he went up there trying to block the. I thought they were going to call it goaltending. He got so high.
I did too. DeAndre Johnson is in pain on the bench. Look, he's committed to play football at Rutgers. There's a reason, the school did not want him to play. Hopefully, nothing major here. Hopefully, he's, able to stick in there, keep playing, because this is obviously a great challenge for the Cats. Drew, besides his injury, how do you think the Cats have done hanging around in this one?
It's done well. Newburgh they're probably going to be the fastest team they play all along this year, but, they're hanging in it. They're only down by 3 right now. But we know going into this, it's going to be a close game. Newburgh's going to be leading. Warwick's going to be leading at some points in this game, but they just got to stick with it. They can't let this game get to a 10-point margin, 8-point margin, because then, it keeps going. It's going to get some, and then the game's just going to collapse from there.
Right. It's about staying alive, Newburgh, they were up 6. Warwick battled back. It's still a 1-bucket game, and DeAndre Johnson is on the sideline, although he looks like he will check into the game at the next substitution.
Yeah, he's not going to take himself out of this game.
Right.
Doesn't matter the game. He'll play no matter what. He's a tough kid.
Okay. So here is Aiden Brown. Warwick, a little press action of their own. That's the most packed I've seen the Warwick fan section. Love to see it from our Wildcat faithful. Aiden Brown, up, doesn't get the roll. Second chance effort, Johnny Lupkovich, the block.
Yeah, great job by Johnny so far. You know, he's really limiting DeAndre Johnson right now in this game, and a big block by him right there.
That was
big stop on defense.
That was Darryl Jackson who tried to go up with the layup. Lupkovich says no. Okay, here's the inbound. 10 to go on the shot clock. Let's see what they can draw up. It's going to go to DeAndre Johnson, who's back into this one. Lorenzo now. They kick it out. They've got to get a shot off. The shot by Al Nathan Johnson rolls out. Warwick a chance to tie or at least cut to one. Skylar Rodriguez straight to the hole, missed the layup. Lupkovich the rebound. Looking for a teammate, gets to Rodriguez for the tie. It's up, no good. And how about Johnny Lupkovich? Very active early to get the Cats another chance of this.
It's one thing Warwick's got to take advantage of, you know, just those scrappy rebounds, getting the ball. If they can get a couple offensive rebounds, put some points up, it's going to change this game completely. Inside
to Neal, who looked like he was hacked on the play by number 3, Aiden Brown. Skylar Rodriguez getting some intel from coach there. And Warwick's going to take it underneath with a new shot clock. 3 minutes to play in this quarter. 10-7 your score. Here's Neal. Give to Lupkovich. Looking for someone. Back to Neal. Deep three. Steps into it. And he drains it. Harrison Neal, 6 points. He's tied this one up.
Big three by Harrison there. You know, tie this game up by 10. Big shot for the Cats.
Okay. Here's Brown to Lorenzo. Jaden Lorenzo. Give down Nathan Johnson. What can Newburgh draw? Nathan Johnson drives as the music starts playing. Got Jaden Lorenzo.
Technical difficulty there.
Give to DeAndre, back to Lorenzo. Couldn't find something inside, instead finds his teammate who misses, and Harrison Neal the board. That was Darryl Jackson again who tried to get the layup, no good. Here's Harrison Neal, physical to the hole.
Gets the N1 call.
Gets the N1, we're waiting to see the signal. How about that?
Yeah.
Man.
People are not going to want to hear this, but I thought that was going to be a charge going the other way.
I did too, I
thought he's got his feet down, but, you know, big play for Harrison there.
Gotta love the confidence. Straight at DeAndre Johnson, gets to go, got hacked by a different player. He's a big-time player, and he's making big-time plays tonight. 8 of the Wildcats' 12 so far.
No, I know. Usually these kind of games, you know, the Newburgh game will come out and everyone's like, oh, shoot, it's Newburgh. You know, they'd be scared. But, you know, this is definitely a different Warwick team. You know, they're not scared. They're not backing down. And, you know, they played well right now.
Yes. Okay, here is the free throw. No good, but still, Warwick with their first lead of the night with 2.5 to play in this quarter. Okay, here's Brown. Gonna face pressure. Brown kicks. 3-pointers up and out by Jackson. Rebound, Jonah Medeiros. Medeiros give to Shane McAuliffe. The press in full force here, but they beat it. McAuliffe, 3-pointer, nets it. Warwick is up 15-10 with 2 to play. They're rolling.
Gotta love it from Shane. You know he's gonna take that open shot no matter the circumstance.
And that quickly silences the crowd. And one attempt here from Aiden Brown.
Yeah, it was a great play by number 3 Brown there. You know, wasn't scared, drove right at the hole, got the contact and finished it. But I mean, back to the Shane play. He's going to take that open shot no matter what, even if he just came right down the court. If you leave him open, he's going to take that every single time. And most of the time, he's going to make it. And that's he's the best shooter on this team, in my opinion. But
into the game for Newburgh, Jassier Hall. He is a junior, sitting 6'2". Newest Goldback on the floor. Free throw missed. Josiah Jones secures the board. Oh, nearly threw it away and does throw it away. Errant pass there, but still Cats maintain the lead.
Unlucky, you know, little jitters from Josiah there. But got it right back in. You can't let that get to you mentally, and you just got to keep going.
Harrison Neal takes a seat on the bench. Can the Cats tagging in without him? Johnny Lupkovich back into this game. He's going to pressure Hall on the inbound. They get it to Aiden Brown. Now Lorenzo. Foul called away from the ball.
I think it's on Josiah.
Yeah, it looks like
there
it.
on Dre. I mean, you can argue that all you want. It's it's basketball. It's going to be contact sport, but
definitely do not want to get into a technical foul situation. We saw too many of those against Kingston.
And the little fouls like that, that's what kills you as a team.
Okay, so here's Brown. Lorenzo, open three. McAuliffe closes late and forces a miss. Okay, so now Medeiros faces pressure. They get it to McAuliffe. Nearly had it swiped away. Now the Cats going to run in transition. Now they're going to slow things down. Okay, McAuliffe going to drive. Layup rolls out, and Newburgh steals the board. Now DeAndre Johnson, run in the break. Block and foul called.
Yeah, Jonah, he definitely wasn't set there. Takes the block, but I mean, maybe that might be a good thing,
Right, I mean, you force.
He's giving them the shots.
You force the free throws, make them earn it.
Yeah, I mean, it's my opinion. I don't think he was going up there for the shot. He took the Euro step, and I didn't think he had the shooting motion going, but the ref saw otherwise. But you can't argue that.
Yeah, better than the automatic too. It would have been, likely would have slammed it in. Let's see if he can drain these. First one short, so already a good foul. Gonzalez and Schuyler check back in for the Cats. Coach Mackey told us he really is expecting big things from the two of them tonight. Working against the two guard, in this case, could be Jaden Lorenzo, Aiden Brown, depending on the situation. Coach Mackey thinks that those are matchups they can win. Nothing but net on the second free throw, so 15-13 the score now.
Yeah, I mean, just talking to Schuyler in school today, he really just said, they got really good, their point guard's good, their shooting guard's good, so it's a great matchup guard-wise. I mean, the matchup with DeAndre Johnson, but just matching up with them guard-wise is really big for them that they can match up well against them.
All right, here's Josiah. Pass to Rodriguez inside Lupkovic, who is looking for something. Going to move it around. Newburgh doing a lot defensively to disrupt the Cats here. Latrell Willis going to drive. He was fouled on that one, and he'll earn a trip from the line.
Great job by Latrell, though. Saw the open space, went with it, draws the foul. Going to be big for him to get these two shots to fall. I mean, yet again, Warwick is hanging in with them right now. It's not a lopsided game right now, which is great to see. Other years it'd be Newburgh just dominating, it'd be a dunk show, but it's really not.
Right.
And it's great. It's just great to see that we've, as a program, this team isn't backing down.
First free throw goes for Latrell Willis. Latrell was one of two sophomores on the team last year, along with Nate Constable, both key role players for the Cats this season. And let's see if he can extend the Cat lead to 4. With 40 seconds to play in the quarter. Doesn't get it to go. Schuyler Rodriguez there for the board. And Latrell Willis has it back. Cat's going to reset the offense. They can hold for what would basically be the last shot of the quarter.
I mean, just again, Schuyler, knowing got the rebound here. Timeout by Warwick here.
Yep.
But I mean, back to what I was just saying. Schuyler grabbing that rebound, it's huge. I mean, this team has done so well off rebounding, especially offensively. They've put up so many points just off offensive rebounds, and tonight it'd just be huge for them if they can continue that trend tonight. Right.
I mean, you look at, obviously DeAndre Johnson, he stands 6'8", but in addition to that, it's not like this is a tiny Monroe or NFA team. They've got size relative to Warwick. Warwick is giving up a lot in height, and they're still able to come up with these boards. A huge thing, says a lot about the players and the coaching they have received.
I mean, just looking at their bench, I mean, they have 3 or 4 guys over 6 foot.
Right.
I mean, I think Warwick maybe has 4 guys total over 6 foot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the height-wise, but, I mean, it doesn't matter the height. They're not backing down. It's just, I keep saying it. It's just great to see.
So 24 seconds now. Cats lead at 16-13. They're 19 on the shot clock, so, you can hold for a shot with about 5 seconds left. Are you drawing something up here for your Mackey? What do you think you're doing?
I wouldn't say necessarily drawing something up. I mean, definitely, trying to break this off the inbound, but just definitely controlling. You don't want to force a turnover here and have Newburgh score going into the quarter.
Right.
But I mean, you definitely want to hold the ball, and you want to make sure you take the last shot of this game.
Yeah, you want to, whatever you do, you want to go into the second with the lead. Oh, and there's a foul on Jaden Lorenzo.
And that's something you don't want to do for Newburgh here. I think, it's 2 fouls, I think, Lorenzo.
Yeah, I mean, if Warwick can get anyone in foul trouble here, that is huge for them. So now we're down to 16 seconds, and the shot clock is officially gone with the whistle. Cat's going to get it into Jacob Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking. We're down to 7 seconds. McAuliffe. Now Lupkovich going to drive. Kick. Harris Neal. Pump fake. They've got a second. McAuliffe. Bomb. At the buzzer. No good. That'll do it for the end of the first quarter. Cats lead it 16-13. We promised a classic. The two teams are delivering so far. Don't go away. We have 3 quarters of action to bring you.
Bullying impacts the life of millions of teens emotionally, and it often follows them into their adult life, if they live that long. Studies have shown that around 160,000 students skip school due to bullying. It often leads to the early death of thousands of teens. Sweethearts and Heroes aspires to give hope to these individuals in the darkest stage of their life. Now you can be the light by supporting Sweethearts and Heroes. Visit their website and make a change.
Okay, so second quarter. Johnny Lefkovich inbound. Finds Jacob Gonzalez. And the second quarter is underway here. So Lefkovich. Tried to find Jacob Gonzalez. Threw that a little too high.
Yeah, I don't know what Johnny was looking for there. I mean, I don't know, just miscommunication by Jacob and him there, but just, it's a bad turnover to start the second quarter.
Cats settle into a light press, going to challenge Newburgh a little as they get it. Oh, and almost a turnover. You saw Gonzalez poke in there and nearly knocked away from Aiden Brown. Now Brown going to drive. Blocked by Neal, and Jackson gets it on the second effort. So 1-point game as Gonzalez going to drive. Under the basket, kick out. Beautiful dive to McAuliffe. 3-pointer up and in. 19-15 the score now. Cats, 4-point lead.
Great job by Warwick here, and Shane McAuliffe, big 3. Great job by them to get the first points of this quarter.
Most Warwick's been up by all night as Lorenzo answers with the 3 of his own.
Big 3 by Lorenzo there. Really, quiet this game down, but I mean Warwick, they're playing well right now. It's just they're moving the ball well. It's not, they're shooting well, which is something we haven't seen really well from them this year.
And that's going to be another turnover, second in the quarter from the Cats. And now, Nathan Johnson, the direct offense. Here comes Brown. Gets over Shane McAuliffe, not much McAuliffe could have done there. NFA back on top of this one.
Yeah, I mean, trying to get the charge, but there's going to be times where you're going to have to just go straight up and not take the charge. But they're trying to almost force the charge. And they just got to...
Mid-range jumper, no good by Lefkovich. Gets his own miss and then travels. Now it's going to be called a tie-up. Regardless, NFA ball.
Another offensive rebound by Johnny there. Just, still setting this, tone of the game with the rebounds.
Okay, so here is Aiden Brown. He's going to get it up half court as Gonzalez applies pressure. Now with the ball, Johnson. Give to Brown. Lorenzo, another 3. Made his last one. He makes this one again. Just a pure shooter, one of the best players on this team. He stands just 5'7". It does not matter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cheap turnover. That is not a mistake you can afford to make in a game like this. Cats were up 4, now they're down 4 2 minutes later. Backcourt violation called there.
And I think now that you see Lorenzo just made 2 straight 3-pointers, I think now you're going to have to go, stop that, press him, contest the shot, and hope, can't let him have those easy 3-pointers like what Shane's been doing so far for the Cats.
No, you cannot. Now Brown gonna put up the floater. It's short. Gonzalez grabs the miss. Harrison Neal, give Lopkovich, pull-up jumper from the free throw line, no good, gets the rebound. Now Neal, looking for someone, tries to get it to Lopkovich, it goes the other way. DeAndre Johnson got a hand in there and was able to tip it off of Johnny, who is now going to take a seat on the bench. Josiah Jones into the game.
You know, just sloppy play from the Cats here. They just, you know, started off so well in the second quarter. It's just gone downhill so far.
Okay, so here's Brown. Grab drive. No good. And over the back called against Newburgh's Jackson, I believe. Yes, Warwick takes possession of the ball.
I thought the ref was pointing to Harris on the foul there. And
I was going to say, I don't know what you could be calling there. But no, this one goes against Newburgh. So we're 3 minutes into the quarter, and it's a 4-point Goldback lead. A lot of lead changes already in this one. Gonzalez now going to run the court. To the hole. Blocking foul called, and that should earn the Cats a trip to the line.
yeah, I'm going to have to agree with the Newburgh bench here. I thought that was a charge on Jacob, but refs kind of, ref makes the call. It's the ref's decision.
Yes, it is. Cats a chance to cut it to 2 points, as Gonzalez looks a little shaken up after that one. We'll see if he can deliver for the line.
It's definitely not fun, kind of, you know, taking the charge, making the contact. It's definitely not. It's not fun.
Okay, refs talking to Coach Mackey a little. And now it looks like Gonzalez will step up to take his free throws. A little bit of a pause here for everyone to catch their breath.
Yeah, I think one of the Newburgh players came on. He's got to wait for the first free throw to go up, then he comes in for the second.
First one swished by Gonzalez, and it's back to a one-score game. Checking in at number 25, Hazier Hall, 6'2" junior. Had a stint in the first quarter as well.
I mean, we were talking about it earlier, just the height. Coming off the bench, you're 6'2".
Yeah.
Old saying, you can't teach height. It's just a perfect example of it.
Second one rolls in as well, so Cats take advantage at the line, cut it to 2. Newburgh, a chance to slowly take it up the court. Here comes the attack. Inside. DeAndre Johnson chose not to post up. Had it knocked away by McAuliffe, but it's going to stay on this end.
Yeah, I mean, close call by the ref there. Ball's, you know, bouncing around there. Looked like it went off Lorenzo, but didn't get the call.
You know, you see Josiah Jones getting post up on DeAndre Johnson. That'll be something to watch out for. They're going to inbound it to Johnson. Losing it to Brown. That's going to be Lorenzo, three-pointer. Another one. He has 3 in this quarter alone. NFA back up by 5. Three-pointer by Josiah Jones to answer. Jacob Gonzalez caught it, didn't know what to do with it, lost the ball. Here come the Goldbacks the other way. Lorenzo, he has the hot hand. What's he going to do with it? He's going to drive. Kick away, they can't handle Gonzalez steal. Jacob Gonzalez to the hole. Layup rolls in, and it's a 3-point game yet again with 4 to play in the half.
Great reverse by Jacob there, getting the ball high up on the glass. Dre can't come in and block that. Great play by Jacob.
Three-pointer missed on the play by Nathan Johnson. And now Neal going to throw a long pass to Gonzalez, who threw it off the back of the backboard. Just a little overthrown by Neal, couldn't get the spot perfectly.
They were going for the Sports Center top 10 half court.
Yeah, you know it.
But just something you can't do. Just a mistake like that can just be a momentum swing.
I guarantee you, we'll have a lot of top 10 moments here tonight. You know, with the way these teams have played, you know, fast pace, the athletes on these squads, we're going to see some action, that's for sure. Already a wildly entertaining first half. Okay, so again, a little bit of a pause as the refs check in with the scorers table. And Nathan Johnson eagerly awaiting the inbound pass. Oh, and now he's going to walk out, let his teammate DeAndre Johnson inbound. Not sure on any relation. Johnson, obviously, a common last name.
It's also good to see, just how organized both these teams are. I mean, Newburgh, first-year head coach, the other head coach decided to step down. I mean, first year started off, a little rough, lost their first 3. It was out DeAndre Johnson, but they bounced back. They're 4-4 now. I think they're 4-1 in their division, I believe.
Yes. As Brown can't get it to go. Second chance opportunity. Lorenzo, yes, it just falls. 5-point game again. Oh, Lorenzo falls on camera there. Just tripped. And now let's see what Harris Neal can do. He drives in, tries the reverse, no good. Here come the Goldbacks in transition. Lorenzo, he's dangerous. Kick out. Nathan Johnson, pull-up jumper, short. Another Newburgh rebound. They flipped the script here. Nathan Johnson, uncontested up the middle, rolls in. And 30-23, the largest Goldback lead of the night.
I mean, that's just the speed of Newburgh there. 3 straight offensive rebounds. Block and foul on number 23 there.
Yep, that is number 23, Jakari Lamb, a sophomore on this team. One of 2 sophomores on the squad, the other being Sean Gonzalez. Both expected to see action tonight. Cats down 7. What are you telling your team here if you're Coach Mackey? Now it's a timeout, but what do you do to keep yourselves in the game?
Just got to keep going. You can't back down. You can't look at the scoreboard and like, we're down 10, down 7, down whatever. You just got to keep fighting. Got to keep putting points up. A quick 2-4 points can change this game completely.
Well, Jacob Gonzalez, he's had a big first half, and he has another 2 from the line. Actually, this is going to be a 1-1 as we're only in the bonus. Into the game is number 15, Nate Constable. Gonzalez couldn't get it to go, but Constable knocked it off Johnson, and it stays on this end. Nate Constable has potential, That's what most people say when they talk about him. We saw him throw down a dunk in the last game. He really excels in short spurts, and he could be critical to win this one. McAuliffe now. Little action, drive, layup, no good over Johnson. Neal tips it in.
Yeah, great job by Harrison there. Shane doing what he does best, beats his man, puts up a good contested shot, doesn't fall, but Harrison's right there to tip it right back in.
Okay, Aiden Brown now. Looking to set something up. Give to Nathan Johnson. Gives to DeAndre. DeAndre Johnson squares away, corner 3, no good, rebound. Jacob Gonzalez and Harris Neal takes it up the court. Mackey barks out a play to his men. Harrison Neal. Beautiful float pass to Jacob Gonzalez, who gets to go. What a half by Jacob Gonzalez so far.
Yeah, there was the heads-up play by Harrison there, trying to find Jacob, and he did there, which was good to see. Jacob using his speed, getting away from the man.
3-pointer, nothing but net. That is Jakari Lamb on the make. Puts Newburgh back up 6 after a nice Warwick run.
Yeah, another good shooting team. You don't really see it. Usually, Warwick's one of the best shooting teams probably in the section, but Newburgh really shooting well so far.
McAuliffe sets up a 3, doesn't get to fall, and here come the Goldbacks. Oh, alley-oop attempt to Johnson. Can't get it to go. Hits the court hard. He gets up though. That was clearly set. They clearly knew they wanted to try the alley-oop, and they couldn't get it to go. Warwick also committed a foul on the play.
Yeah, it's one of the things, he's going for the alley-oop, and I get he's making contact with Harrison there. But, I mean, if you're going up for the alley-oop and you come down and you make contact, I just don't see how it's a foul.
Right.
I mean, that's my opinion, but...
No, I hear you.
I mean, you're going up for the alley-oop, and of course you're going to make contact. I mean, you're trying to dunk over the guy. Of course you're going to make contact, and you're not going to jump over him. I mean, Harrison's 6'6". DeAndre Johnson's 6'8". He's not going to jump over him.
Yeah. Okay, regardless, first free throw was not made by Johnson. For all of his strength, not an exceptional shooter. Obviously it's so much that he's good at, but it's not like he'll shoot the lights out on anyone. Second free throw is drained though, as I jinx him, so 7-point game. Okay, here is Gonzalez. Give to Neal. Neal going to get it knocked away almost. Latrell Willis has the ball. Willis can drive, kick Constable. Nate Constable's up and he's fouled, so he will head to the line for 2 of his own.
Good job by Nate there. Latrell finds Nate, and then Nate just does what he does. Strong going up for it, draws the foul. Unlucky he didn't get the shot to go down, but just, great job by Nate there.
This is the kind of game where you need to make your free throws. You can't have dumb turnovers, you can't have cheap fouls, you can't have missed free throws. Have to play a clean game if you're going to stay in it for the Cats.
Free throws are everything in this sport of basketball. You can shoot 80% from the line. You're almost going to win not every single game, but you're going to win the majority of your games just from shooting from the line. Some teams are just significantly weaker than other teams, shooting from the line. Just making your shots helps out your team so much.
1 for 2 there. Newburgh grabs and immediately calls a timeout. It's a 6-point game, a minute to play in the half. And what are you telling your team if you're Mackey here, down by 6?
Just keep fighting. You can't, we've said it so much, you can't back down. You just got to keep fighting. You got to keep putting up shots, got to keep shooting from 3. You just got to keep going.
Mackey here going to talk to his team, There's been a lot of up and downs with the Cats. They started the half off on a tear. Newburgh starting to run away with it, but they works in a good job battling back, staying in it. That's exactly what we said, just stay alive. That's been the theme of the first half for the Cats.
We talked pregame, holding them under 50 points. They're definitely going to hit the 50-point mark. But
yeah.
Warwick's right there. It's 34-28 Newburgh. You're still in this game. Your mentality should be you're never out of the game, no matter what the score is.
Right.
Of course, that's any sport. You're never not out of the game. Until the last quarter ends and there's a winner and there's a loser, you don't stop playing.
Agreed. Now, 65 seconds to play. Newburgh going to inbound underneath. Warwick electing not to apply much pressure, it looks like. Gonzalez will come down as usual. And Lefkovich maybe. So tiny bit of a press here for the Cats.
Jacob's done a really good job, just staying with his man, even on transition, just on defense, they're.
How about that there? Nate Constable ran up, tried to rip the ball away. Ref called a reach in though, so it'll stay on this end.
Yeah, I might have to agree with Coach Mackey there. I thought Nate, I didn't think he came from behind. Maybe he did a little bit, but that's just a basketball play in my opinion.
Yeah, I absolutely agree there, although we'll see how Warwick can recover defensively as we're under 45 to play in half. Okay, here's Johnson. Give Brown. Passing around, Lorenzo, 3-pointer, misses this one. And here come the Cats. There is no shot clock, so they can hold for the final opportunity of the half. Jacob Gonzalez with the ball off screen. Give to Lefkovich. Now Constable. Constable floater off the backboard and in. So 12 seconds to play. Cats have cut it to 4. Can they get a stop to close out the half? Inside DeAndre Johnson. No good. Constable grabs it. He'll throw up a full court heave. That does not go. Regardless, 30-34. The score going into the half. Warwick very much alive in this game. Don't go away. Theodore Fernandez, Drew Porter on the call. We'll be right back with the second half left.
Due to increased greenhouse gases in our atmosphere, our winters are getting warmer and shorter. We can help create laws to reduce these massive effects by voting. Join a 33 million strong army reached through POW's nonpartisan voting campaigns. POW, or Protect Our Winters, is a community of people advancing nonpartisan policies that protect our world for future generations. Learn how you can help at protectourwinters.org.
We are back courtside at the Mai. Look, we knew this would be a good game. Cats down just 4 at the half, thanks to the efforts of Harrison Neal and Jacob Gonzalez leading the team in scoring. You know, this has been a fun one. Jaden Lorenzo has popped off for the Goldbacks. DeAndre Johnson, a bit of a non-factor thus far. We'll see if all these trends continue. Theodore Fernandez and Drew Warner on the call. Drew, we're back into it.
Yeah, I was actually really surprised with the Cats here. You know, a couple sloppy errors, but they've hung in. They played really good on defense. They're rebounding really well. They just got to stick with it. Got to stick with what they're doing, and it's working.
We said multiple times, theme of the first half was to survive. This is where you have to pull out ahead. You have to find a way to separate yourself from the other team as Shane McAlpin nearly turns it over, and he does. Okay, here goes Newburgh the other way. Alley-oop, and there's the first connection of the night to DeAndre Johnson. We've got a whistle.
Shane was a little shaken up there, going after the screen.
Not sure what the whistle was blown for, but an electric play for sure. Okay, so here is Jacob Gonzalez after the alley-oop. He's going to take it up past half court despite the efforts of Nathan Johnson to pressure. Skylar Rodriguez now. Beautiful give. And now three-point attempt. Harris Neal pump fakes and turns it over to DeAndre Johnson. Too big and got the ball away.
Yeah, you know, Harrison pump fake there. He knew the guy was coming. He was going to move. Big block by Harrison. Big rebound by Jacob.
Yeah, now Gonzalez going to push the pace. Going to try to go coast to coast. No good. Rebound Skylar Rodriguez, who has it stripped away, and maybe a tie-up. No, foul going to be called on the floor. Gonzalez was shaken up. And the ball will stay on this end. Warwick set to inbound.
Newburgh coach showing some.
Okay, so here is Jacob Gonzalez. That's going to be number 22, Daryl Jackson, coming out of the game. And Nate Constable, no good on the layup.
I think they just said Daryl Jackson has 4 fouls coming, who just came off the court here.
Yeah, that is
interesting
development. He's a key player on this Goldback team. And a Newburgh timeout. They want to talk some things over. Head coach Jason McAllister Jr. of this team played 2 years under NFA, won a couple section chips there. Took over as an assistant, and he was the guy they passed the keys to the program to. You know, look, this has been a powerhouse for the better part of 20 years now. They won back-to-back section chips in the past 2 years, and they're picking up right where they left off. You know, they're always a threat and probably always will be.
Yeah, I mean, when you hear Newburgh, you always just think they've been dominating football, basketball, really good at baseball too. It just shows. I mean, the type of coaching they have. Coach McAllister has called himself, he calls himself a high-intensity kind of style kind of coach, and it shows. He's very emotional in a good way. He looks out for his players. He's always talking with the refs. Just wants to see what the call is, whatever. But he's always high intensity. He's yelling and screaming on the sideline, saying, run this, run that, do this, do that, and it just shows what type of a team they are, and the coach that leads them.
His father, an NCAA correspondent, his brother plays at Pace University. Basketball runs in this family. All based in Newburgh too, by the way.
Yeah, it's
Lorenzo, shake and bake, no good, and shot clock ran out. Warwick gets the ball though. And that was an errant pass. Johnson caught it on the sideline like he's a receiver, and Lorenzo could not get that one to go. Now Nate Constable going to run the break. Jacob Gonzalez, easy 2 points on the way into a 4-point game.
Good heads-up play by Nate there. Sees Jacob going, finds him with the pass.
Now Newburgh, Lorenzo, another shot. He's gotten cold to start the second half. Good sign for the Cats.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing to see. Get the ball out of his hands. Takes 3 shots, misses all 3 of them so far.
Okay, so here is Nate Constable, give to Gonzalez. Gonna drive. How about that move? Couldn't finish though.
Unlucky by Jacob. Great steal by Jacob
they got
again.
it back. Jacob Gonzalez, another try. He got hacked on that play, no foul.
Good play by Jacob.
Brown blocked by Constable there, and now Scott Rodriguez running. Jacob Gonzalez gets those two. How about the points off turnovers for the Cats to start this second half?
Yeah, Brown looking for the foul there. I thought he was going to get it. Nate probably came across and hacked him there, but good play by the Cats. Jacob, in transition beats him.
The refs have been letting people play for the most part in this game. Not many fouls called. As Lorenzo, another shot. He finally finds his rhythm, gets that one to fall.
And that 3 by Lorenzo there.
That extends it to 9 after Warwick was on a bit of a run. Here's Gonzalez. Screen Lupkovich. Harrison Neal. Finds Scott Rodriguez, pump fake. Taken out. You see DeAndre Johnson running everywhere, but Warwick is doing a great job moving this ball around. Foul on the play against Lorenzo, I believe.
I think they're calling it on 25 there.
25, okay, yeah. That'd be Hazier Hall. Second foul of the quarter for Newburgh. And the Cats stay men underneath.
Shane McAuliffe checking in for Skyler here. I believe did Shane start coming out of the half? I believe he didn't.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think they rolled with Skyler. As you get late in this game, you get more situational stuff too, where Shane will come in for offense, and then throw Skyler in for defensive possession. As Jacob Gonzalez blocked at the rim by Johnson there. Technical foul against DeAndre Johnson. That is huge. Pat's gonna get 2 shots at the line. Neal to take them. DeAndre Johnson got the block, got a little mouthy, I believe, and was whistled.
Yeah.
Oh, and now his mother is screaming in the stands.
Yeah, it was a huge block by DeAndre Johnson there, but I think the big thing is, from what they tell, the athletes now, if you say, give me that, curse, they're always going to call it no matter what.
And we're seeing this at all levels of basketball,
Yeah,
even in the NBA, this is a thing that's, been a trend in the past couple of years. Harrison Neal drains the first free throw.
And it's also one of the things now, you see, it's the NBA, let them taunt, let them go at each other, and then there's some things where call it, and it's all right, that's just a little clapping, coming back on defense to call it. And it's another questionable kind of call.
Right.
But
well, that was much needed. They made both the shots. Free throws, technical free throws were a huge factor against Kingston. Warwick had a lot of them, and they made almost all of them. And, to make those 2 there is huge. Now they can cut it to 1 or tie with a 3. Constable. Going to find McAuliffe. A little high on the pass. Now to Neal. Warwick moving it around the horn. Shane McAuliffe, pump fake, drive. Through contact, no good. And Newburgh has it the other way. Here's Nathan Johnson. Pass out, and 3 is missed by Brown. Gonzalez the board. Here comes Warwick.
Yeah, great job by Nate. He's really, found himself in this game. He's being really physical, getting rebounds, making good passes. It's great to see that he can contribute on a nightly basis for the Cats.
Harrison Neal, give McAuliffe. Constable. And this one stays on this end as it was a good attempt to get the ball away, but Hazier Hall could not. It was out on Hazier Hall, rather. So 36-39 still, 3 minutes to play in the quarter. Lupkovich to Constable. Constable got it to go. Was he called for a travel? I think he was,
Yeah,
definitely saw some steps there. Wasn't sure if he got away with it.
No, he definitely took too many steps.
Yeah. Okay, so substitution for the Cats. Into the game is Rodriguez and Josiah Jones.
Yet again, strong by Nate and Johnny, by quick break for them, they're probably going to come right back into this. But it's just great to see that you have guys coming off the bench who can contribute.
Yeah, 36-39 still the score after Newburgh was called for the travel. I'm looking ahead to our Monroe Woodbury game the 31st, but a very important night here still. Okay, so here's Brown. give out. And how about Harrison Neal, the block on Hall. And now here come the Cats.
Big block by Harrison, using his height to his advantage there. Gets him with the block. Does a great job of, keeping the contact minimal, just in case.
Okay, here's Neal. He's gonna drive. Turn around. Puts it up, no good. Will it stay on this end? Who's it out on? And it will go Newburgh's way.
Yeah, that was definitely a close call there. You got two guys going for it. Two guys probably stepping on the baseline there, but going the other way.
Okay, so it's Brown set to take it up for his team. Holding a 3-point lead. It's been about as even a quarter as you could have. Lorenzo 3-pointer off. And Harrison Neal going to take it up. Looking for someone to dump it off to, finds Gonzalez.
Yeah, Lorenzo definitely, made one 3-pointer, but he was
Gonzalez,
3 for 3.
10-second violation.
Wow.
He just was too slow getting across. Didn't even face a ton of pressure. That's the kind of mistake you can't make. Okay, so 2 minutes to play on the dot in this third quarter. 36-39, still the score.
I was actually surprised. I didn't even think that was 10 seconds. I mean, we're talking back and forth.
Yeah,
but just 10 seconds, you rarely see that.
I mean, I looked up at the shot clock. I saw 27. I'm like, oh boy, I don't know if he's getting to the cross.
Yeah.
3-pointer out Nathan Johnson, no good. Rebound, oh, that's a bad rebound to give up for the Cats. 36-41 now.
Yeah, and Josiah, just got to grab that. He boxed him out. He just, man got by him.
Gonzalez nearly lost it, recovers, and gets the reverse layup to go. 3-point game and a timeout called, I believe, by Coach Mackey. Yes, we'll recall the timeout.
Good job by Jacob, sticking with the play he had. Loses the ball for a second, gets it right back. Not scared to go up against Johnson. Finishes the reverse layup.
You've got about a minute and a half to play in this quarter. What are you telling your team if you're Mackey now?
I mean, it's hard to really tell what they can do more. I mean, they've done everything that they can. Just probably just keep rebounding, I would say. Limit Johnson in transition, like what we said pregame. But the points, Newburgh's at 41 right now. Keep them under 50. Really, I'm going to say probably the turnovers. I mean, the turnovers are going to be key in this game for Warwick. Just sloppy turnovers. Just easy points off turnovers is really going to kill Warwick here.
Okay, so we see the 5 out there. It's Gonzalez, McAuliffe, Rodriguez, Neal, and Josiah Jones. Down by 3. Chance to possibly, tie it up, take a lead before the end of the quarter. We'll see what happens to close this one out. Johnson playing point forward, or point center, I may as well say, at 6'8". We see players his size, ball handle in the NBA. High school is just a whole different animal. Some defense chants here in the crowd. Here's Johnson. Oh, and they let Lorenzo get open in the quarter. He does not shoot, instead finds Johnson inside for the easy layup.
Yeah, it's a little slow by Warwick there on defense. And DeAndre Johnson's going to beat you in a matchup, size and height-wise, but...
Oh, man. Gonzalez had a clear lane. DeAndre Johnson closed that one fast on the block.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do anything about that. It's just pure athleticism.
Right.
That's just the height of him. I mean...
Ball thrown out of bounds there by, against Harrison Neal, rather. So 30 seconds to play in this quarter. Newburgh still leading by 5. Okay. 3-pointer in the corner, no good by Lorenzo. Rebound is made by Jacob Gonzalez. Now Shane McAuliffe pump fake. He takes the 3. That one looks good, miss. Sky Rodriguez the rebound. Wisely does not shoot the layup over Johnson. Harrison Neal misses the 3. It's now 10 seconds. Newburgh is driving, and Sky Rodriguez knocked it away. Now Neal, a chance for some last-second buckets. Puts it up, lays it in over DeAndre Johnson. That's how the third quarter will end. Debris falling from the ceiling on the buzzer beater. What a way to end it. Look, we have 8 minutes of action to go. 40-43 this one will go down to the wire. You do not want to miss it.
5 million gallons of waste are dumped into the ocean yearly, damaging the environment. 1 million marine animals die yearly from sea pollution, and 8 million tons of plastics enter our oceans every year. Sea pollution doesn't only affect sea animals, it affects us humans as well. Clear Blue Sea is a non-profit organization that helps fight pollution. They use AI-controlled boats with nets to collect trash. If you want to get involved today, you can.
We are back, fourth quarter of action. Look, Coach Mackey fires players up in the huddle. I think he's ready to go. I mean, I think these guys are built for the moment, right? I mean, look, this is the biggest game any of them have really played in. You can say the playoff game last year, but I'd say this is even bigger. You know, the whole spotlight's on them. People are talking about them for once, and this is their chance to see what they are made of.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you see all over, you know, the record, KOT on Instagram, just social media, Twitter. It's Warwick and Goshen right now, the talk of the town. You know, the last undefeated teams in the section. I mean, it's all on them. You know, everyone's fired up about Warwick, and it's just, you know, great to see that they're doing so well.
Okay, here's Lorenzo. They're moving it around. Warwick doing a good job in the zone. Brown gets it to go over Neal, so 5-point lead now for the Goldbacks.
Yeah, it's a little too easy there in the zone by Warwick. Just, you know, getting beat a little too easily. But I mean, that zone, that's going to happen.
And Shane McAuliffe lost the ball. He wanted to foul, doesn't get it. Okay, so here's Brown. Guarded by Rodriguez. Brown gets it back. Open three is up, no good. That's big for the Cats. They did not want to go down by 8. Neal with the rebound, give to Gonzalez. Now Jacob Gonzalez. Guarded by Johnson. Johnson looking to switch off. Here's Jacob Gonzalez. Give McAuliffe. McAuliffe floater. It's tipped, and no, it was not tipped. It goes Newburgh's way.
Yeah, I thought Jackson there tipped that number 22, but I guess I was wrong. I guess I didn't really see that clearly, but Warwick's just got to find themselves. They can't let this game get out of their hands.
Okay, so still a 5-point game. We have 6.5 to play in this one. DeAndre Johnson now. They're moving it around. Shot is up, no good. McAuliffe lost the rebounds.
Yeah, Shane's just got to settle down here.
Yeah. Nate Constable going to check into the game. He's run down onto the court. That's a ball you have to come down with as Josiah Jones heads to the bench.
Yeah, you can't let Newburgh have the ball.
Okay, here is Harrison Neal. You see him, you know, getting ready to defend the inbound as the ref's going to conference at center court, or at the 3-point arc, rather.
Well, defense chant from the crowd here. Good to see the crowd getting involved.
Okay, here is Lorenzo. Rare to see him in the paint, but he was there. Now they threw a pass inside. Constable came away with it. Now Nate Constable gonna run the court. Got a little sloppy with it and throws it right to Lorenzo. Now Lorenzo on the drive. That's a cheap foul. Can't commit that. You know, you gotta trust the 1-on-2 there. Mackey's not happy with it. Foul called against Shane McAuliffe.
Yeah, kind of maybe a smart foul there by Shane. You know, just maybe get rid of the easy points. Also a foul you got to take in consideration.
Okay, so DeAndre Johnson tried to dunk and was fouled by Constable on the spin move.
It's two guys going at it. I don't know what you want Nate to do much more there. You know, he's battling. Johnson's battling. They're both going for it.
I mean, he went to steal him off. It's like, that was clean to me. Johnson a chance to extend the lead. It stands at 5 right now. Warwick has not scored yet this quarter.
And I think scorer's table to signal over to Coach Mackey. Nate has 3 fouls, which is something to look at now.
Okay. You know, he's had a lot of playing time tonight, especially in this second half. With the job he's done, I think it's warranted.
100%. Nate's worked his butt off in this game.
Second free throw, he missed them both. Just 1 for 4 on the day. Those are 2 huge misses for the Cats. Gonzalez, he gives him McCall. Thought about shooting, setting him to dribble. Guarded by DeAndre Johnson. Talk about a mismatch. Shoots it over him. No good. And here comes DeAndre Johnson, slams it in transition. His second dunk of the night.
Yeah, it's a big momentum swing.
Nate Constable now is going to miss it in the paint. He's down on the ground. And another slam. DeAndre Johnson, he is dominating this game right now. Wow. Back-to-back slams. He took off from about 7 feet away there. And Newburgh looking to tear open this game. They're up by 9 still. Plenty of time, over 5 minutes to play for the Cats.
Yeah, it's a big momentum swing. Kind of speechless right now, what we just saw. Back-to-back dunks. I mean, he just tomahawked that and he made it look so easy.
Yeah.
Great pickup by Rutgers, I'll tell you that. Great pickup by Rutgers.
And, you know, they'll be competing in the Big Ten with him for sure out on the football field. You know, we're waiting for him to take over this game. We're waiting to see something out of him, and there it was. I mean, no other way to put it.
Yep. I mean, Coach Mackey definitely furious right now with his team. Nate doing a little too much.
You know, you got to wonder, they've started passing up on a lot of threes, you know, McAuliffe especially. That's never been something this team's done. You know, you're open, you shoot it. You got to wonder, you know, why they're changing up the identity of the team in a way, right?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Shane took that contested shot against Johnson. You know, Johnson transition, he's going, and that was a dunk. But,
yeah.
You know, just got to keep fighting.
Right. So, Warwick has the ball. You know, they're down by 9. It's their biggest deficit of the night, but this game is far from over.
Yeah, Warwick's definitely got to be the first one to score out of this break.
Can't go down double digits.
No.
Okay, so here is Shane McAuliffe. Give Gonzalez. Moving it around. Now Neal. Contested 3, he gets it to go. Harris Neal had been quiet this half, and he may be getting back into rhythm now. 6-point game. We've officially under 5 minutes to play.
It was a big 3 by Harrison. You know, just said it. Got to be the first one to score out of that break, and Warwick was.
Yes. Okay. So here's Johnson. Give Lorenzo. Lorenzo in the corner. How about the double team? I like it there. Johnson had it poked away. Was that McAuliffe on the poke? And foul called against Warwick. Mackey does not like it.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Coach Mackey here. I didn't really see the contact.
They called it on Johnny Lepkovich.
Johnny Harrison.
That's basketball right there.
I mean, the rest has let most of this game go. You know, been really simple, and that might be a call to that Warwick might look back at.
Yeah, so Darryl Jackson at the line. Man, Newburgh cannot hit their free throws right now, and that has been saving grace really for the Wildcats down the stretch of this one.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Johnson made 1 or 2. He's gotten to the line, I think, maybe 3 times.
Yeah. Second free throw also going to be missed. Can't get the rebound. Johnson grabs it. Now here's Nathan Johnson. He gets the open 3. No good. And this one, they do get 3 Wildcats in the spot. They were making sure they were coming down with this one.
Yeah, smart there. You know, you got to make sure you come down with it no matter how many guys go to that ball.
Okay, here's Gonzalez. Gotta be careful to not have a backcourt. Oh, and Harris Neal. Beautiful move. He's fouled. Can't get it to go, but he earns himself a trip to the line.
Yeah, great job by Harrison, you know, drawing the contact with Johnson, not scared to go up and get it blocked, but, you know, he did a great job there.
You know, it's been interesting, you know, because you can't go up for any kind of traditional layup on DeAndre Johnson, right?
No.
So Harrison's done a good job, almost a sky hooking away sometimes, the way he gets the ball out.
Yeah, sky hooking it, and almost, you know, he's going in with the body, drawing contact with him, and then he's going up. He's not just going straight to the hoop and, you know, going. He's waiting for the contact, and he's going. Because, I mean, if you go up and you draw the contact, they're going to call it all the time.
Neal missed the first free throw. Got to come down with at least one. Oh, that was a lane violation there. Don't know who jumped first. Newburgh claims Warwick did.
I think it's too close to call. I think both guys moved.
Regardless, the shot was disrupted. Think they're going to give Harris Neal another shot? Yes, they will. They called it on Dow Jackson there.
Yeah, I think both guys went.
Yeah.
And Skyler's laughing. Maybe he knows he went, but.
Regardless, another shot. And, oh, this one also misses. So Warwick comes up empty. Got to have those free throws down the stretch. Here come the Goldbacks. And
I think they're calling a push on Skyler.
Yeah. Before the basket, though, so this one's on the floor. Each team's now committed 4 fouls, so still a couple away from any kind of bonus here.
Game's really stuck at 49-43. No one's really broken that kind of score.
You know, Warwick scores on average around almost 20 points per fourth quarter this year, and they have just 3 on the night. 3.5 minutes to play.
Yeah, it's not like Warwick, really.
Right, here's Aiden Brown. Oh, the behind the back to get open. Right in the face of Jacob Gonzalez to put his team up by 8. Do the Cats have an answer? Here's Johnny Lefkovich, Harrison Neal. Deep 3, over Johnson, no good. Do they have the rebound? Called a foul, I believe. Foul called on the Cats. I don't know if I saw it. Looked like the guy almost slipped to the floor.
Yeah, I didn't see any contact there.
Mackey doesn't seem all that stressed. His team can still hang around. Gonna go to a lot of full court pressure too.
One thing I love about Coach Mackey is he doesn't back down. He's always gonna voice his opinion. He's very vocal about it. He's never gonna not sit down. He's always up. He's always moving. He's really emotional, which is great to see that, you know, he's got his guys back.
This one called the foul too, which will be the 6th on Warwick. Didn't go against Jacob Gonzalez. Next foul will send Newburgh to the line for 1-1. We've got 3 minutes on the dot to play. It's going to be Brown to inbound.
Warwick's just got to settle.
Right.
You can't, you know, that foul was just a little kind of stupid by Jacob there.
Committed a bunch of those as of late. Here's on Nathan Johnson. And travel. He walked with it. Cats get the ball back.
Great job by Skyler. I mean, we signaled him out, you know, pre-game here, telling he was, you know, key to the game here for the Cats, and he just showed it right there why, you know, stayed with it. He was sliding with the guy. Got right in front, didn't let him get by him, and it just shows how great of a defender he is.
Yes, it does. Here's Jacob Gonzalez. To McAuliffe. Now Neal. Neal squares up for a 3. He got it to go. Harris Neal got it. There's a whistle. Timeout, Coach Mackey. 2.5 minutes to play, and the Cats are within 5 points. How about the fight from these boys out there?
Yeah, it's great to see they're not backing down. You've said it so much, but it's just, you know, you said it so much, I keep saying it, but it's just true. It's big 3 by Harrison. You know, the contact, I thought he was going to get the contact called for the foul. You know, going to end one, going for the line for 3 shots, but he didn't. But, you know, in the break, they got to be happy. They got to keep pushing. Got to get behind one another here.
You know, on the Newburgh end, which you see right here, what are you telling your team, you know, What are you telling them? How do you close this game out against such a resilient Warwick squad?
Honestly, it's got to stop the shooting from Warwick. I mean, Harrison's made a couple threes just in the second half. I think he had 3 threes in the second half. He's made all of them, and you know, it's the shots. Honestly, it's probably going to be the rebounding for Newburgh here. You know, if they can get the rebounds, you know, dominate the glass. You know, Johnson, you know, grabbing the rebounds like he usually does. They most likely pull away with this game.
We'll see what Newburgh can do. I'm sure Coach Mackey drawing some stuff up. First, you got to get a stop, then a score could bring it within 1 possession. 2.5 minutes, a ton of time in the basketball world. This game, we said it before, we'll say it again, far from over.
I mean, we said this before too. I mean, first score out of this timeout is going to be huge.
Yes.
Either team, doesn't matter what team.
Right, it really sets the tone for how this game is going to end. Newburgh scores, it's like, okay, you've got a big lead. Warwick has to fight from behind. If Warwick scores, it's right back to being anyone's game. Here's Lorenzo. He gets double teamed. Got to pass out of it. And Newburgh called the timeout. That's a good job on the pressure to force the timeout. He almost turned it over. And not sure on the timeouts, but both teams have called a bunch. I'm sure they're running low.
Yeah, I mean, smart timeout there. You know, didn't really get anything set up. And,
you know, anytime a player's trapped in the corner, especially when you're a shorter player like Lorenzo is, you got to be cautious about what can happen. And they were there.
Yeah, it was a good job by Coach McAllister. You know, realizing that, you know, he knows how many timeouts they have. You know, he can burn a quick 30-second timeout, just, you know, get him out of that kind of pressure in the corner, just in case, you know, Warwick gets it back, goes on the court and scores. You know, keep the points off the board. But, you know, another great, good job by Coach here.
Okay, same guys can stay out there for the Goldbacks. You know, McAllister's done coaching. They are completely out on the court. Meanwhile, you have Mackey still drawing stuff up, even after the last timeout. He goes right to the buzzer, and he's going to take as much time as he can educating his guys on the moment. We know who stays out there. You know, you got Gonzalez, you got McAuliffe, you got Skyrod, you got Harrison Neal and Lefkovich as the big men. This is the crew that will either lead the Cats to victory or defeat as we close out this game. Newburgh to inbound underneath. 2:18 to play.
I mean, if Shane can get hot here in the end of the fourth quarter here, it could really help. You know, if Shane can have that takeover mentality right now, he can really.
And he can't. Oh, he blew the layup, and then he stole it from. Okay, waiting on a call. So first of all, the setup to get it to Jackson. Jackson missed the layup. Gonzalez grabs it, and then Johnson wrestled away from Gonzalez and was called for a foul, so he was. That's the 5th on his team, and Warwick gets the ball back. Very fortunate he didn't make that first layup.
I think Jackson just fouled out here.
He might have.
Yeah, he did foul out.
Yes,
that
he did. 5. Huge loss. He's a key player for this team. Now they have to go to someone like Hasier Hall. We'll see how he can adjust. Yes, it's Hall who checks into the game. Now Gonzalez running the point. Lost his dribble. Feed inside. Lefkovich in the post. Kick out. Skylar Rodriguez. Corner 3. No good. Too strong. We're under 2 minutes to play. Skylar Rodriguez nearly came away with the steal. And here's Aiden Brown. Give to Johnson. Lorenzo. Inside. DeAndre Johnson. Working on Neal. Passes out. And that pass was tipped out of bounds by Gonzalez. It stays here. 12 to play on the shot clock. 1:30 in the game.
Yeah, Warwick's got to get the ball back. I mean, they got to score in their next possession if they want to keep this game in a...
Oh, that looked like a backcourt. No call. Brown hangs onto the ball. Now he's going to drive. He pulls up. Got it to go. Looked like that foot was behind the midcourt line. And now Warwick has to battle from down 7.
Big jump shot by Brown there. Really take over. And Coach Mackey's going to take a full here.
Yeah. You know, it changes the whole complexion of the game. Being down by 7, you've got 70 seconds to play in this one. You know, you got to draw up a play. You got to get a score. You don't have to foul right away, but you got to be perfect defensively.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, got to draw something up here. You take the time you need, score. You have to score in this possession.
Right.
For the
No
Cats.
doubt about it.
You can see Coach Sirico here getting a picture for the Twitter.
Yeah. Picture would look a lot better on the tweet if we can pull through and win this game.
I mean, win or lose, you gotta be proud of what Warwick's done so far in this game. I mean, it'd be great to come away with a win, but I mean, just to build off this game is it's just tremendous from what they've done so far.
Yeah, Warwick is a real team. They're a threat. They have to be taken seriously by everyone in our area. And again, that would look a lot better if they could come out on top here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Warwick's going to get another shot at Newburgh later in the season at Newburgh in mid-February. I mean, another great game there in Newburgh. Sadly we won't be able to cover that.
Yeah.
As it's a away game.
We will not be on Newburgh, that's for sure. The game was supposed to be played a couple weeks ago, actually. Newburgh had it postponed while they waited for Dre to get approved by Rutgers to play. They're a whole different team without him. Started 0-3 and then it's on a roll since then.
Yeah, I mean,
inbound.
Dre is their whole team, no matter who you ask.
Yeah. Harrison Neal, three-pointer over Dre. Looked like he was hit. He got it to go. Harrison Neal, nothing but net on the three. Now they're going to press. It's a 4-point game. Whistle. Was it a foul or a timeout?
There was a foul by Jacob.
Foul call on Jacob Gonzalez.
I just don't understand what Harrison has to do more in order to get a foul call.
Right. I mean
he was hacked.
Slapped. Right.
Yeah, his hand was slapped. He went down. I don't know what else he needs to do to get a foul call. That's been 3 times so far.
Absolutely absurd. It's going to be a 1-and-1 situation now as Aiden Brown to shoot. His team leads by 4. These are some big free throws. You got to have the ball on a miss. It's up. It's no good. Dre tips it and Brown gets it back. Now Lorenzo, he gets double teamed. He's fouled. Coach is not happy with that call. They had the trap situation on the smaller player. That's the perfect time to force either a timeout or a steal. And Coach Mackey is not happy right now.
Jacob's telling the ref it was all, Skylar was telling the ref it was all ball. I mean, it's close.
Yeah, another 1-and-1. You wouldn't be in that situation if you could grab the board, right? I mean, you gotta have the box out there. I know it's DeAndre Johnson, but still.
Yeah.
Free throws up. They got it. 5-point game now.
Yeah, Warwick's definitely has to come down after this. 100% they have to score.
Yep. Okay, here's the second free throw. Got it. He's a great shooter, perfect from the line. It's a 6-point game. Gotta imagine they're looking for a 3 here. Skylar Rodriguez running. They're trying to find Neal. They turned it over. And now they've got a foul. It's a matter of who. Lorenzo's just going to hold the ball. They're going to try to trap on him. They nearly did. It's called the push. Did Newburgh call a timeout? They're debating it. Newburgh may have called the timeout there. And they did call a timeout before the whistle. So 34.8 to play. It's a 6-point game. Warwick got to look for a steal here. The players taking a seat. Mackey's going to coach them up. You see the body language. They look a little tired, but not defeated yet.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely just got to keep their head up, keep going. I mean, this game's not over. It's not over until the whistle blows and, it's a final, but you got to keep playing. You don't know what can happen in 34 seconds. 34 seconds in basketball is 5 minutes of basketball. It's, they just got to keep playing. Coach Mackey's a smart coach. He can draw something up. And, I mean, Newburgh's definitely coached exceptionally well by Coach McAllister, but, I mean, it's been a great game between both sides.
Okay, so here is DeAndre Johnson. He's going to be the inbound man. Actually, Newburgh is fully out on the court while Warwick is still on the bench. Newburgh feels confident in their abilities. Mackey's coaching up his team. 34.8, as we said earlier. Cats still have another 1-and-1 available, so if they foul, it won't be 2 shots right away. Harris Neal going to pressure the inbound. Johnson gives it right to Brown. He's going to be pressured. Warwick ordered to trap and not foul, and they do foul. 28.9 on the clock. Foul Lupkovich, and it'll be 1-and-1 here. Josiah subs in for, rebounding.
Yeah, definitely the height, situational kind of play. Kind of double up Dre.
Right.
Maybe he's going to kick out from what Coach Mackey's giving the instructions here from the sideline, but I would think they'd probably double Dre on the rebound here.
Okay, so on the release, player's going to move. Huge free throw. He got it to go. So 7-point game, 3-possession lead for the Goldbacks. 28.9 to play. Second shot. No good. Johnny Lupkovich to the board. Here come the Cats. They need something and they need it fast. Jacob Gonzalez gonna set the offense, gonna drive straight to the hole. 2 points, okay. It's better than nothing. Clock kept running after the whistle. I'm sure they'll reset that.
Coach Mackey was signaling for the clock that the clock was running. I think there was 19 on the clock.
Yeah, it looked like about that. At least 18.
Yeah. It's not the NBA. We can't go back and review this, but kind of unlucky. You lose a good 3 seconds of time.
Yeah,
coming out of this
every second
break.
precious in this kind of situation,
I think, tactically, the Cat's probably going to come out. Newburgh's going to inbound and probably going to foul right away, put him to the line.
If I'm the Cats right now, I'm trying to get this ball into DeAndre's hands, right? I think he is, everyone else has shot the free throws really, really well as of late. He hasn't. I think he's clearly on the court for his passing, and height, obviously. Right now, at least.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely going to want to try and get it in his hands, try and foul him, put him to the line. He's definitely been, their weaker free throw shooter.
I almost wonder if you want to not put a man on DeAndre, right? Like, you throw Neal somewhere else, let him double team somebody.
Yeah.
Because you want to set a trap here, that's for sure. You don't want to pass in the corner, they do. It's a good opportunity. They got it to DeAndre, who immediately rifles it to Brown, and Lupkovich has to foul him. Okay, so it's going to be Brown shooting free throws. Aiden Brown, he's been a huge player, senior, 6'2". Been very active down the stretch, and he has 2 shots to potentially ice the game. You got to imagine if they're both down. Not much the Cats can do.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you on that one.
But, if you miss, it's a 1-possession game still, and a lot can happen with 11 seconds. First one good. You miss, and then you need to set up a 3. Here he goes. Old Jim is silent. It's up. It's missed. DeAndre the tip. Newburgh hangs on. No, here's Josiah. 8 seconds. Shane McCall, he goes for the layup. That's only 2, though. It's a 4-point game. The clock keeps running, and the buzzer is going to sound. Clock did not stop on the bucket. And no fight from Mackey this time. That will do it for the game.
Yeah, it was a great showing by the Cats. Unlucky that they couldn't come away with the victory, but I mean, they definitely show heart. They battled throughout this game, and back at it again. Next game against Pine Bush.
DeAndre just mouthed some words over at us while you were delivering those lines. Something about YouTube. We'll speak to him post game. Look, we're 11-1 on the year now. Proving you can hang with anyone. It was a very close game. Could have been won. A lot of calls. I'm never anti-ref, but stuff that could have gone our way.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Look, 53-57 your final score. The Cats still a contender. They're going to be in Pine Bush next Friday, or on Friday rather, 2 days from now if you want to go support them. We'll be back with plenty of coverage on the channel. Next time you'll be hearing from us, for the boys at least, January 31st, Monroe-Woodbury. Another big-time Class AA program. But, you know, look, this was a fun game. We had a lot of fun calling it. You know, for Drew Borner, I'm Tito Fernandez, wishing you all a great night.